Well, it seems no matter where I put my face today, it's going to be in a weird spot, and it won't matter because my face isn't going to be here the whole time. Welcome, everybody. Today I went walking in the woods with the dogs unexpectedly, and it was a beautiful walk. But what I noticed, and what I'd already felt in my bones, is that spring has already started to spring here in Vancouver. The trees are budding, the green leaves are already starting to show. I've got crocuses and daffodils and bluebells and things popping out of my garden that I didn't even know were there. And my allergies kicked in this morning, so that was a fun drive. It's a little early this year, but I've been feeling it in the bones, and I've been wanting to do this meditation early this year. I do this meditation every year at this time around February 1st, and it helps you to connect specifically with one goddess. She's often referred to as a triple goddess or a triple aspect goddess, and her name is Bridge, or Bridget, or Breed. She has many names. They all mean the exalted one. So I wanted to record this meditation because I've facilitated the meditation many times, and I want to do the meditation myself. So I thought I'd record it for you guys, and they'll be there forever for me to record as well. So when we finally do get into the meditation, I'll note the time so that next time you can skip forward. You can do this meditation any time of year, but February 1st is Bridget's, what do they call it? It's her special day. It's in my notes. Her feast day. So usually around that time for Imbolc. Imbolc is one of the 8 Sabbats for Wiccans and pagans alike, but especially in the Wiccan calendar. And I have been doing this meditation since I taught Wicca 101, or I helped teach Wicca 101 many moons ago, probably at least a decade ago. So I really love this one. So let's learn a little bit about Bridget, and then we'll go into the meditation. So she is a Celtic goddess. She has been around since pre-Christian times, pre-Celts coming to the British Isles. Like, she's always been there. She is considered one of the goddesses who created the Irish race. Her mother is the Morrigan, who's also a triple goddess. And her father is the Dagda, the good god, and he's the chief of the ancient fairy race of Ireland. So she goes way back. She has deep roots, and very powerful roots as well. Her feast day is February 1st, called Imbolc. In the Christian calendar, we call it Candlemas, and that is because people would prepare all of their candles for the coming year at this time and bless them for the year. And it was also the time when predictions for the coming spring's weather were made. So this is the roots of Groundhog Day. Bridget is a beloved goddess of the Celts, known by many names. All of her names mean the exalted one. She tends the triple fires of smithcraft, so your physical fire, healing, so the fire of life within, and poetry, the fire of the spirit. In balance to this, she also presides over many healing springs and wells, so she's goddess of both fire and water. Sometimes referred to as a triple goddess because she has 2 sisters who are also named Bridget. But more commonly, she's considered a triple aspect deity because she is the patroness of 3 primary skills in the Celtic world: poetry, healing, and smithcraft. As a water deity, Bridget is the patroness of healers, with many healing springs and wells dedicated to her throughout all of the British Isles. Natural bodies of water were also sacred to her, particularly where 3 streams joined together. As a fire deity, which is what we celebrate at this time of year, she is patroness of blacksmiths and poets, a poet's fire in the head. The hearth, so the family fire or your stove in modern day, the center of the home, was sacred to her and still is. Water and fire were important elements to the early Celtic civilization long before they reached the British Isles. The elements were especially venerated at the end of a long, harsh winter. Not so much a long, harsh winter here, but definitely long and tiresome, and we're ready to get back outside. And here in Vancouver, it's 9 degrees today. It's gorgeous out. The sky is blue. I want to be outside. Absolutely. Fire was welcomed as the returning warmth of the sun, and water was celebrated as ice and snow melted. So these are the energies we're bringing into this meditation. It's said that the Kili, the veiled one, a crone goddess of winter, imprisons Bridget in a mountain every winter, and she is released on the 1st of February, which is traditionally the first day of spring in parts of the British Isles. A beautiful way to honor her is to place a triple-wicked white candle on your altar, surrounded by 19 white stones. Green and red also are corresponding colors for the goddess. So I have 3 candles. I don't have a triple wick. I actually looked into it, and those things are darn expensive. I can use 3 candles. And I've got the spiral of stones as well for her. The 19 stones refer to the 19 firekeepers and 19 virgins who stoked and kept the fires at her temples. So when we do today's meditation, you're going to be able to ask Bridget a question, and she'll answer it. She will also ask you about what your intentions are for the coming year, so be prepared to answer honestly. So what you might want to do is listen to this meditation. Do it anyways, even if you don't have everything you want. Magic, Reiki, spirituality happens regardless of whether you have the most expensive tools. It happens regardless of whether you have any tools. It happens in your heart, so it doesn't matter. But if you want to, you could go get yourself a triple-wicked white candle and 19 white stones or 19 red or green stones and circle them around the candle. That would be beautiful. But whatever you want to do to honor the changing of the seasons, the cycle of life, and this time of year is totally up to you. So next time you do this meditation, you can do it more prepared. So let's prepare for the meditation. So we are at almost 9 minutes. So next time, when you want to do the meditation, skip to 9 minutes. All right. So remember, when you're doing a meditation, you want to have your door closed, lock up the dogs or cat, turn off the phone, tell the kids you're busy, whatever you need to do. We're going to be here for about 30 minutes or so. So I would like for you to set a timer if you are the type of person who stresses about whether or not you're going to be done when you need to be done. And then you're going to get yourself into a comfortable position. So I'm going to slip back a little bit out of the picture, maybe. And we're going to light the candle. You get comfy. So once you're comfy, I'm going to mess it up for you. If you want to do more dream work, if you want to connect more on the astral plane, if you feel you do better work in the dream world, do this meditation lying down or in a prone position. But if you want a more conscious, focused experience, do this meditation in a seated position like Seiza or Lotus. All right, here we go. And if you fall asleep, don't worry about it. It's just the way it's supposed to be, and that's fine. First and foremost, we're going to incorporate our Reiki into our meditation. This is a recognition of the wheel of the year, the spiral of the year. So we're going to draw spiral symbols into our palm chakras. Whichever symbols you have that include a spiral in them. Obviously the power symbol, if you're a master, maybe the Tibetan master symbol. There are lots of additional non-traditional symbols that incorporate spirals into them. They're all appropriate. Draw them into your palms and pull that Reiki energy into your heart chakra. The spirals encourage a folding in upon ourselves, into our subconscious minds, and then deeper into the superconscious mind. They're also representative of the cyclical nature of life and the seasons. Now we're going to use the distance symbol as well. So if you have it, use it to create a solid connection between you and the goddess Brija. If you don't have the distance symbol, that's okay. Just imagine a strong connection between you and the work that you're about to do. Now take 3 deep key breaths into your hara. Pull the energy into your hara. And in the 3rd exhalation, close your eyes. We'll begin by becoming totally relaxed. Start with your head. Feel a sense of relaxation washing over you like Reiki-filled water. Feel the water washing away any tension, stress, or pain. Feel the muscles in your face begin to relax, especially in the jaw area. Unclench your teeth and feel the stillness flow away with the water. Stiffness. Feel the stiffness flow away with the water. Continue to feel the relaxation flowing in your neck area as you fill the area up with Reiki energy. Feel your neck and throat relax, and all the day's tensions leave your body. And then move on to relaxing your shoulders, your arm muscles. Feel them relaxing as the Reiki water flows over them. Feel your shoulders and your arms begin to float in the lake of ki energy all around you. Feel your torso relax and your heartbeat slow down. Breathe deeply and slowly. Let your back relax and all stress leave your body. Let your legs relax and feel weightless as the key energy supports your entire being. Breathe slowly and relax your whole body even more. We are entering the stillness before creation. We are entering the ground of the goddess. May our body be still. May our mind be peaceful. May our hearts be calm. May all that we realize today benefit all creation. Keeping your eyes closed, prepare yourself for a journey to another time and place where Breach resides in her fire temple. Let the mundane surroundings fade, making space for a different scene. Recall the distance symbol and reaffirm your intention to connect with the goddess Breach. And a scene emerges. Notice your feet upon the ground. Grasses and early wildflowers are emerging. Early spring is in the air. You're walking through open pastures. It's a very early spring evening. You can smell the scent of fresh grass and the moisture in the air. The air is clean and unpolluted. It's cool, and you can see your breath as you breathe. Calves and lambs are grazing, and it's quiet except for the gentle bleating and moos and chirps of the animals. The bright orange sun is just starting to set on the horizon, and the sky is pink with just a hint of dusky purple. Winter pastels. Make your way along your path. Even though you've never been here before, your feet seem to know the way as if you've walked this path 1,000 times. Everything looks vaguely familiar as you continue. You feel a purpose, and your feet move effortlessly over the spongy grass of the pasture towards that purpose. And as you look out over the horizon, you can see a building near a grove of oak trees. It resembles a great temple, and it's richly illuminated. In the gentle breeze, you hear your name being ever so quietly called. The voice that is calling is very gentle, feminine, and persistent. The voice is mysterious, yet soothing and almost musical. At first you hesitate to follow the gentle voice. What if you misheard? You listen carefully, and unmistakably it is your name that voice is calling. Keeping in mind that you can return home whenever you wish, you decide to follow the soothing sound, which seems to be coming from the great temple. And as you follow the voice down the hill and move closer to the temple,
You realize the hall is illuminated more brightly than anything you have ever seen before. The light seems to be coming from within the temple, and you realize that even though the brightness of the light should hurt your eyes, it doesn't. You gaze upon it with ease. The soothing feminine voice beckons you inside. As your eyes adjust to the brightness of the interior of the temple, a great hall emerges, and off to the side, a great oak door leading to another room. The hall is plain, but beautiful, with a wooden beam roof and a stone floor, and part of the floor is covered with straw. The voice calls you again, and you seem drawn to the huge oak door. Upon inspecting it, you notice that the door is open a crack, and the voice becomes louder and more insistent. You feel confident, secure, and pushing the door open, you see a large, rectangular room, and your eyes are drawn to the opposite end of the room, where there is a large pit recessed into the floor. And in the pit is a blazing fire. The room is not a kitchen, and this is not a pit for cooking. There's no cooking utensils nearby. There is wood and peat stacked up near the walls of the room. The room should be unbearably hot, but it's of a comfortable, cozy temperature. And then you notice the several women in the room, 19 maidens, whose task it is to tend the fire. They are pleasant and welcoming to you. A woman tending the fire adds more wood, looks up and says, "Oh, there you are. We've been expecting you. Breach awaits. Come, follow me." You're guided to a fair-haired woman who sits in a high-backed chair at the far end of a room. Her head is bowed, but she slowly looks up at you. Your eyes look into her eyes, and in them you see the wisdom of the ages, and you remember that the spark of creativity, life, and passion is within all of us. And as the seasons ebb and flow, so does our spark become quiet before it roars again. She gives a gentle smile and poses 2 questions to you. What will your flame of growth be during the next wheel of the year? What skills will you use in the coming year? Now think carefully before you answer. It's useless to try to deceive Breach. And after you answer, Breach looks to you expectantly. She knows you've come to ask a question of her. Now is your chance to ask her. In the depths of your soul, the answer will become clear. This message or suggestion is for you alone. It's for no one else to hear. So take time to ponder, reflect, and clarify. And then simply enjoy the peace of the temple. Consider sharing Reiki with the goddess or her fire keepers, or both. I am a circle of 19 stones. I am the queen inside the mound. I am the flame within the winter. I am a serpent from the hole. I am a cock who crows at dawn. I am a kindled spark. I am the welling spring. I am a maiden all in green. I am a cow newly calved. I am the midwife and the mother. I am the milk in a baby's mouth. I am the fire beneath the cauldron. I am the sun's image in a pool. I am the water and the cup. I am the beaten bronze. I am the hands of the harper. I am the frog hidden in the rushes. The folds of my cloak form the green hills. My bright flame does not die. When you're satisfied that you have the answer to your question, and that you've spent all the time you need to spend in the temple, you can rise to your feet and thank Bridge for her wise counsel. You can make your farewells to the fire tenders and promise to bathe in the light of the fire. You feel energized and softly walk out of the room and close the door behind you. You walk through the great hall and into the cool night. And as you start your journey home, you look back at the temple and notice that it is slowly dissolving into a swirling mist. It disappears into the cool night air. And as you turn back towards home, you begin to become aware of your physical body. I return from the stillness before creation. I return from the ground of the goddess. May my body be wakeful. May my mind be alert. May my heart be open. May I have realized benefit for all creation. You feel your legs on solid ground. Your arms are starting to feel heavier, and you're aware that you don't feel as light as you did. Slowly and deliberately close down your inner perceptions using the reverse power symbol and return. Slowly open your eyes and stretch and yawn. Place your hand on the solid floor and feel it beneath you. Ground any leftover energy by feeling it course through your body down into the ground. Shake your limbs and return to the here and now, the mundane world in which you reside. Now is your time to journal and plan for the coming year.